What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Third String Podcast back in effect with some
Back up
juicy
in
news because NBA season has now begun.
Yup, it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing, and also the terrible Falcons have done it again.
All
Darrell, let's dive into it without further ado. Let's go.
right. Well, I'm. The only thing um, was it really surprising that they lost? Were you really?
No,
But
no.
I think you were shocked with how they lost, 37-10.
How they lost, and then also what they did more so recently.
Okay.
Which we'll get into.
Yeah, Let's talk about the game
Yeah.
first, and we'll get to it.
Yep.
Let's talk about the positives first. Positives is they
That's
stopped
funny.
the run. Gurley, other than a touchdown that wasn't, I'm a I'm gonna save this for a little bit. But other than a touchdown, Gurley really didn't do anything.
Okay.
But we did really good stopping the run.
Yeah.
As far as that, I think that's the only positive, right?
Yeah.
That's the only positive that happened. Devontae Freeman and Calvin Ridley cost me my fantasy game.
Did they?
Yeah, Devontae Freeman had like 1 point because he gets ejected, and I don't think that was fully his fault because when somebody jacks you off the ground, I know me and you are like, I'm 5'6", you're what, 5'8",
5'7", 5'8".
5'7". So when a bigger guy jacks, tries to little man you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You respond a certain way. So I'm really not mad at him. I'm just mad that he hurt my fantasy team. But other than that, I mean, Julio had a pretty good. I think he had 97 catches, 93 yards. So he had a pretty good game.
Yeah.
But other than that, we could talk about what bad happened, man. And it was a lot of bad.
Real quick with Freeman. I do not think we should extend that man's contract.
Well, yeah, but he's still under contract.
No, I know, but I'm saying
past that.
All the Matt Ryan, everybody, you have to cut ties and start over.
Yeah, actually, it's funny you said that. Somebody posted on Twitter
Mm-hmm.
after we lost. They was like, "Yo, we need to think about trading Matt Ryan for picks." And somebody said that's stupid. And I, when you think about Matt Ryan, what do you think of? What's the first thing that comes to your head when you think of Matt
Ryan? He's just not aggressive. He's not a running mobile quarterback.
Okay.
And that's what we need. But there's a lot of thoughts during different times that come up with him.
Yeah. My view, when I think of Matt Ryan, I think of the only quarterback who blew a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl.
That's what I was originally going to say, but I was like, do I pin that all on him?
No, but you're still the quarterback.
Right.
You're still the quarterback it did too. So, to me, that hurts his legacy, and that's what he's going to be known for. Do you think he's going to win a Super Bowl here?
No.
So, why not move on? Why not even think the idea of move on? Again, let's talk about the game real quick. The bad things that happened.
Yep.
Devontae got ejected. Matt Ryan got hurt. Smith got a concussion, got hurt. Grady Jarrett
started off, right?
Yep. Grady Jarrett got hurt because he might not play this game. They didn't play at all. You could see Julio at the end was upset, was pissed. He was, and then he had the speech in the locker room. The only thing I did not have a problem with was the fumble at the end of the game. Because you know why? Two reasons. Fuck it. Fuck it. Because I mean, if you're gonna be historically bad, then just go all out. Yeah. I did not mind the fumble at the end because fuck it. Yeah. That's why. Mm-hmm. What did you see with the game?
Not nobody. Like, obviously, the few people you mentioned wanted it, but as a team, they didn't want it.
Yeah, I agree.
That they're definitely evaluating the staff, which they mentioned. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw that. They need to. I do think that they should wait till the end of the season. I don't know why, but they should.
I agree. We said in the last one. Yeah, I agree.
It's mixed. Regardless, I think they should be fine.
Who's going to take over?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then the plain fact that you can still make the playoffs,
which ain't happening.
No, but like
statistically, yes.
Statistically, you can still make the playoffs.
Right.
Again, people when I mention that, I'm like, oh, like that's cool. But people are like, do you think they will? No, because they're trash. And then by the time they start playing people in their division, everybody that's hurt, Drew Brees, all those people are going to be back.
Coming back.
They're all going to be back.
Back this week or next week. Cam Newton is this week or next week.
Yep.
And most likely they're next week.
Yep.
That's
so no, everybody hurt is coming back, including
Alvin coming back.
Yeah. And what? Nick Foles, I think we played the Jags, right? Later?
Yep, we played the Jags.
Yeah, he should be back from that by that time.
Yeah, but I think they're keeping the rookie in.
Well, regardless, it doesn't matter with him or Foles.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So it's not looking good. It's kind of weird. Like, what do you do from here? Like, you would hope and trust and believe that they will do the right thing. And what I mean by that is, do you really keep the same formula and just keep it going? You can't.
And that's why I said when somebody said to trade Matt Ryan for some picks, call him stupid and not even think about this. Like you're saying, we're doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Mm-hmm. We exactly know who Matt Ryan is.
Yep.
I honestly even thought about trading Julio because I felt like Julio doesn't deserve this.
No, that's what thank you. Pause there. After what we will be talking about who got traded, I said I want Julio traded.
Right.
Julio's incredible. He deserves so much. I don't want him to do an Allen Iverson where he's hurting his body so much here for us when he could be with a better team and literally be the greatest receiver we've ever seen.
And ball out.
If I love you, I gotta let you go, and if you come back, you're here to stay. I gotta let you go.
Because the thing is, he's gonna be a Falcon for the rest of his life, regardless if he finishes his career here or not. And Matt Ryan's the same way. They're gonna be Falcons regardless. So that's not the point. But I'm like, why can't we just talk about the idea of moving on?
Yeah.
So I wrote down a list, and we can go into this. Is gonna go into the trade, okay?
Yeah.
I wrote down a list of the 7 Falcons. Well, it ended up being 7 Falcons, but it was the Falcon players that must go.
Vic Beasley.
Yes, he's on my list. He's number 1.
He's number 1 through 10.
Okay. Are you ready for my list, though?
Yes.
All right. So, of course, spoiler alert, Vic Beasley.
Yeah.
Vic Beasley.
I'm so mad I defended him.
Yep. And I'm mad that I was right. So, I wanted him to prove me wrong.
Right.
And the only thing about Vic Beasley, I will say that's not his fault, was why is he in coverage so much? That Todd Gurley touchdown.
Yeah.
I was so mad because why is Vic Beasley in coverage?
Right.
You paid him $12.8 million to do what? Sack the quarterback, right?
Yep.
How is he doing that running to the flat, trying to keep up with Todd Gurley?
Yep.
So that right here is another reason why Dan Quinn is stacking where he should go.
Yeah.
Because your best pass rusher, regardless of how you feel about Vic Beasley, he's still our best pass rusher.
That's true.
Is out in coverage.
Yep.
So Vic Beasley's number 1. Are you ready for my list now? Now the true list starts.
Yep.
Number 2, Matt Bryant.
Hold on. It's like this. You know how he was either the first or second best kicker in the league.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Ever since he got traded, his ego, it's almost like he thought he was in love, and then his girlfriend cheated on him.
Right.
And then his whole confidence is shot.
Yeah, to miss the field goal. First, he missed the field goal this Sunday. He also missed
last week
for Arizona that put us in overtime. Missed that.
Yeah.
He got to go. He's older. He's got to go.
But he never had to go if he wasn't released.
Yes, in the first place, he never had to go. But since they did that with the new regime, he has to go.
Yeah, I agree. Sad but true.
You ready?
Yep.
My next one. We've already talked about it, but there's no way you can get rid of him because of his contract. Devontae Freeman.
I haven't seen anything good with that kid in some years.
Probably since the Super Bowl year.
Yeah. To me, when I see this man run, I don't see him getting more than 4 yards per carry.
He used to juke people.
No. Yeah, you're right. That was a part of his game.
Shoes. Now I'm like,
he runs right into the line. That's it.
Yeah. So, all right. So we both agree Devontae Freeman, right?
Yeah, he's really bothering me though. Like his game sucks. But yeah.
All right. The next person, he started the year looking like he was going to do really good, and he hasn't been on the field to even help us.
Okay.
Desmond Trufant. He's another one on my list.
I said, you remember this? What was it? In the last season, clean house.
Yep. Yeah, you said get rid of the whole secondary.
Except one person.
Keanu Neal.
Keeps getting hurt.
I'm going to this then, because my next person is Ricardo Allen. And I know Ricardo Allen is one of the captains, but he's just not good enough. He's just okay.
He's a nice backup.
Yeah, he's good.
He's a nice backup, or he's a nice, like you said, he's there at the ball. He's always around. Right. That's a skill.
Yes, but he's just not good.
But what do you do with that?
Yeah, and all right. So my next one, I got two more left.
Mm-hmm.
My next one, Matt Schaub, has to go.
Shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, we agree he shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
But Matt Schaub, we need to start having that backup for who's the next quarterback.
Right.
So Matt Schaub needs to go. And lastly, this is going to go. I made this list soon as we lost against the Rams.
Okay.
So it's not hindsight.
Yeah.
But my last person, Mohamed Sanu, must go.
Why?
So what I'm guessing is you're against the trade.
I just felt like with him and all that we had the strongest, which we agreed on, the strongest receiving core in the NFL.
Right. Okay.
And he was a part of that.
Right. Absolutely.
I think he's a very good third down back. Receiver.
Yeah, receiver. Yep.
Yeah. Same with Roddy White was that way too.
Yeah, he's a possession receiver.
Right. Like if you need that 2-yard slant to get that.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
You know that he's about to take that hit,
right?
He'll take it and he'll be fine,
right?
But also he can play,
right?
But why are you?
So you're confused by it?
Yeah,
I can see you're confused.
I'm shocked. I am shocked.
Yeah, he was on my list.
Why?
And this was before the trade, so I'm actually great with the trade. The trade for a second round pick. I didn't even think we would get that. Yeah. And I understand it's the Patriots, so it's a low second round, but it's still a second round pick.
Yeah.
So my thing is. The real reason to trade him is simple. He's the only one on the team with value to trade. You can't trade Devontae Freeman. His contract is too big. You can't trade Big Beasley. He's not doing anything.
This was nothing against him.
Nothing against him.
That's what I was confused about.
And first of all, you was never going to re-sign him anyway because he's 30. He's a good player. He's a really good player. But he's not let's be honest, against the Rams, he had one catch for 3 yards. So you know what I'm saying? He's not.
It's not. I have no ill will against any of these receivers.
Right.
It is our line and QB. They can't last long enough to get these people the ball.
Right. And I'm with you. But also with him gone, you give Calvin Ridley more looks. You give Russell Gage, who I like too, who I think he was the one that fumbled at the end.
Yeah.
You give him more looks at receiver. So the point is you're not going to win. So trading Muhammad to a team that gives him a chance to win, probably the best chance to win.
Yeah.
I thought it was a win-win for both sides.
Yeah, I just didn't know that it wasn't for a negative reason. I thought you had a beef with him, and okay, so that's good.
No, I like Mohamed Sanu, and I wish it wouldn't have came to this. But he's the only one on our team with value to trade. Tack is not doing anything.
So real quick, what do you do? Just pause. What do you do with this team? Say even if Sanu was still here. So Sanu and everything you have. Again, that list you read off, we have better players than the majority of other teams.
Right.
What do you do? What is going wrong? How do you make this work? Who needs to be fired? No, not players.
Nobody right now.
No.
Because who are you gonna replace?
If you could.
If let's say if it was the end of the season and I can just get rid of people.
You do whatever you want.
The whole staff is gone.
Okay. The whole staff's gone.
Whole staff's gone. And Thomas Dimitroff is gone.
I said that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Keep going.
I'm drafting I'm looking at 3 players to draft. I told you Chase Young, defensive end from Ohio State, DeAndre Swift, running back from Georgia, Jalen Hurts, quarterback from Oklahoma. I'm drafting my next quarterback.
Okay,
and
so
Jalen Hurts.
You're not starting Hurts though.
No, I'm not. I don't know if he's ready for NFL level. So I'm just keeping him, and hopefully I can develop him. DeAndre Swift, I think, can play now. I'm starting to move Devontae Freeman out. I'm like, depending on the cap hit, I'm cutting Devontae Freeman. I'm cutting Drew Font.
You're doing what you want.
Yeah. So I'm cutting. It just depends how much cap I have. Do I have enough cap to, or do I? No, you know what? I'm cutting Trufant. I'm cutting Devontae Freeman, and I'm cutting Ricardo Allen.
Are you keeping Ito Smith as your backup?
Yes. Only because he's serviceable backup, but he's more of a receiving, running.
Are you going to try and regain what we had before, which was incredible? The whole Devontae Freeman and what's his name? Help me out. I blanked.
I can't even remember now. Oh, Tevin Coleman.
Yeah, Coleman. Are you trying to have that back? Because that was nice. That's kind of like what Georgia has. Georgia has always done that.
With them two, probably not. I have DeAndre Swift is more of my every down back, and then Ito Smith is more of my receiving back. So yes and no, I guess.
You would never go back to that 2-back tandem where it was like incredible, like how Georgia runs still to this day. Georgia has that 2 awesome back thing. Alabama kind of does it too. Like,
I would try, but I don't think Ito Smith is like a running between the tackles running back.
So you wouldn't trade somebody to get that, or would you just keep Ito and just move past that style?
I'm keep Ito, and maybe we can look at who's the running back we drafted this past draft. We had a big back. I can't think of his name right now, and you have Brian Hill. So you have some back. I think our running back, like going into the season, our running back wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it didn't look bad. So I think I'm just removing Freeman for DeAndre Swift.
Right,
what am I doing? I'm still keeping Julio and Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage, Justin Hardy. I'm fine with Justin Hardy. I'm fine with our wide receiver core.
Yeah.
I'm re-signing Austin Hooper because I want him back.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna look at a guard, man. If I'm gonna draft a guard, I don't know what's the best.
Like we were fine, but we just keep getting hurt.
Yeah, we keep getting hurt, so maybe we're fine there. And that's and my defensive end, like the defense side of it, I think you're fine with Kendall Sheffield, and a lot of people don't like Isaiah Oliver, but give me those young guys on there. I want a new free safety. Hopefully Keanu Neal comes back healthy. The linebacking core is fine.
But Keanu's a strong safety, right?
Yeah, he's a strong safety.
So give me an amazing free safety.
Mm-hmm.
Give me better corners. Get me somebody that can play in the nickel.
Right.
I'm gutting that whole
KZ back to free safety.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe put him back.
Yeah. Okay.
And find somebody to play the nickel. Maybe Jordan Miller. We drafted him last year, so maybe Jordan Miller can play. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him, but maybe he could play.
Are you keeping Deion Jones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's one of the best young linebackers. Who I'm keeping Keanu Neal, Deion Jones, Grady Jarrett. I'm also keeping Kendall Sheffield, Isaiah Oliver, just because I still don't know what Isaiah Oliver is, but I'm still keeping.
Other than that, I'm gutting the whole thing.
I'm gutting the whole thing, and the only thing I'll only keep Tack because he's still in the rookie contract,
I agree.
And he can still be developed. Other than that,
I see potential in him.
I don't
at all.
No.
Jeez.
I told you he celebrate. I never seen a guy who celebrates so much to almost get there.
I like that though.
You like him never to get there? Let me see.
No, I like it because
I think he only has a half sack this year.
No, he does.
Like
he has it with Vic.
Yeah, they teamed up for a full.
Right. Hey, we're gonna get this together.
We're gonna. Like the only reason Tack is still staying because he's on his rookie contract. Right. If it wasn't for that, he'd be gone. Deidre Sanat, what happened to him? I thought they told us he was the next defensive tackle next to Grady Jarrett. Yeah. What happened?
Nothing.
I'm getting me a new one of those big Alabama defensive tackles.
Yeah.
One of those big, huge ones. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. I think the linebacking core is fine. So I'm like you said, I'm gutting. And Devontae Campbell, I don't know about him. He's on the fence for me.
No, I don't care. Everybody's getting the boot.
Everybody's going.
Okay. Kicking.
You said what?
Kicking, punting, kicker.
Oh yeah. All that's gone. Kick return, all that's gone.
Who do we get?
I don't know. I don't know. The kicker.
I don't want to draft for that either.
No. You get whatever the best free agent kickers you can find. Like, let that go. And I'm so tired of us getting these defensive coaches. Mike Smith was defensive coach, Dan Quinn's defensive coach. I want the young, hot offensive coach.
They usually think that works. They usually always believe in that.
Yes.
That's what the Florida Gators were doing too. But then it was like, all right, we were killing it on defense, but we couldn't put up any points.
Right.
So it's like, all right, now let's get an offensive coach and then hire a good defensive coordinator.
Right.
I like that.
Yes.
Points win games.
Yes.
And points are attractive.
And they help the defense.
And they bring in the fans.
Yes. I want the next Sean McVay.
Yeah.
Whatever's that young, maybe mid to late 30s.
But how young he is.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's what I want. And I was thinking, though, do you think a young coach like that would work well with Matt Ryan? Because do you feel like Matt Ryan is too old to have that young of a coach?
I do. He's very mature.
Yeah, so and that was my fear. And that's why I was like, yo, move on from Matt Schaub.
Yeah.
Let's get somebody like Jalen Hurts in here and let's develop him, man. Let's go.
Do you think anybody sees that, though?
No, because I think that we are like, Matt Ryan's good, so why would we get rid of him? I just think it's almost like when you break up with like the love of your life.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the whole world is gonna end. You're miserable for months, and then you find someone else who is better. Like, you never know what's better out there until you actually try. I think we just know what we're getting with Matt Ryan. Don't you think you know what we're getting?
I know.
Yeah, and I don't know why I don't know why we have to keep watching this show.
Yeah. Nobody's happy.
No, yeah. Fans are happy.
Fans aren't happy. Like, literally, nobody's happy. And
they walked out in the third quarter.
Do you think Arthur Blank is paying too much attention to Atlanta United?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Or should we not bring him into this?
I think Arthur Blank did what he was supposed to do. He re-signed. He paid for. I mean, he shelled out a lot of money.
He did, and I think we really did dominate personally. I do think we did a great job in the draft.
Yeah.
We actually took care of our offensive line, but they all got hurt. Not everybody, but like a lot of people got hurt. I think our O-line is fine. They're just injured. I just think, again, you need to find an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I think we had a quinoa draft.
Yeah.
It was quinoa. It wasn't nothing great, but it was what we needed.
It was what we needed. It wasn't sexy, but it was what we needed.
Yeah, it wasn't sexy. It was quinoa.
Yeah.
So it's
like,
I wouldn't order it. I wouldn't go out and order it, but it's healthy. It was healthy.
Okay.
But you're right. He got hurt, and I don't know, man. So you think Dan Quinn is gone?
Absolutely. There's no way. At this rate, there's no way he's coming back.
I felt bad for him after this round. I felt bad for him because he's a nice guy, and you just don't want.
I know he's a nice guy, but you put that aside when you fire everybody, and then you're I'm gonna do it.
No, I told you I'm cleaning the whole house. I'm just not gonna have fun doing it. But you can go. I mean, let's do this. From the Super Bowl, we were 11-5, correct?
Yeah.
Next year we were 10-6. Next year we were 7-9. So we have progressively got worse.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn told us that the defense was so bad because Ricardo Allen got hurt, Keanu Neal got hurt, and I'm going to work with Vic. Oh, Deion Jones got hurt, but I'm going to work with Vic, and I'm going to bring out the best of them. This is what he told us. Now we're the worst defense in the league. Not only are we the worst, we have went. Yes. Statistically, we're giving up the most points. So, and we have not had a sack in 4 games. Now, here's a statistic I want you guys to really sink in.
Right.
If we do not have a sack against Seattle, which chances are we will not.
Correct.
We will be the only team in NFL history that went 5 games without recording a sack.
That I don't get that. And you've had some bad teams, like some of those terrible Browns teams. And we're like making them look good.
Yes. 5 games without a sack, and we have this great defensive mind. What happened to Seattle? Like, when you look at this, when Seattle won the Super Bowl, we're like, is this the same coach? Is this the...
No, you mentioned this. You mentioned that maybe the Legion of Boom was that good.
Was that good.
Which they were.
Yes.
Were. So.
Maybe he's not great at picking players. He's just great at coaching the ones that are already there. Like somebody else.
How about... You got to understand a head coach. You have other things to worry about.
Right.
Wonder if he could just be a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, and I think he'll be fine.
That's all he does.
Yeah. I think he'll be fine going back to defensive coordinator, just not here. Like, I would look at Kyle Shanahan. They're 6-0.
I think that he could be a defensive coordinator for us. I do.
No.
Just that.
He gotta go. No. He can't go. He can't be in. Like, you already blew us a Super Bowl.
Yep.
His coaching, like strategically coaching, is not that great. It's never been.
I don't think he has the mindset for a leadership position.
And I don't think he's strategically great.
No.
Like, how many times has he been out coached? Like, the fake punt that happened, and it's just like, it's like, how many times we gotta have fake punts on us before you get like, maybe we should practice the fake punt? It's just, I don't know. Dan Quinn's incredibly out. I listen to his interviews every week, and he's an incredibly nice guy.
He is. He's great.
It's right, and then there's right for you. Yeah. And he's not right for us. We need to just break this relationship up. But I do feel like he needs to finish the season.
I agree. I don't know why, but I agree. Yeah.
Because my thing is, who are you going to put in there?
I agree. But why would it matter?
Yeah, I guess somebody told me you're throwing the white flag by trading Mohamed Sanu. And I said, and they was like, why would you trade one of your best receivers? I said, well, let's worry about this statistically, okay? Usually there's 5 or 6 receivers on your roster. Yeah. So the chances of him being one of the best is like 50% or higher. And he had 1 catch for 3 yards. So let's not act like we traded away Julio. Like, this
still say
in the season.
Our quarterback cannot get these boys the ball. Julio should have numbers that you've never seen before.
I agree. But let's not say trading him was punting on the season. He was incredibly good. He's going to be the second best receiver in New England. But
yes.
Not because
I think that's his role, is to be the number 2 guy.
Right.
Like anywhere. He was that for us, I think, I agree.
Yeah, to be the number 2 guy. So I just don't want to sit here and act like we traded this all-worldly guy. Like, he was really good, but he was number 3 on our roster for best receiver.
Yeah, because of Ridley.
Yeah, because of Ridley. I mean, our receiving core was really good, but let's not. I think Russell Gage is going to be really good. Mm-hmm. But I just don't. That's not the reason we punted on the season, trading Mohamed Sanu. We punted on the season, go after Chase Young, DeAndre Swift, Jalen Hurts, make that all our 3 picks. It's like,
I mean,
and I think we'll be fine.
The thing is, are they even talking about letting go, like, our GM?
I don't know, because a lot of reports are saying that he basically, like, I picked the players Dan Quinn told me to pick. So,
bruh, this man keeps he has 9 lives.
Slithering.
he literally is oh, this is a comfy cushion job. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, and I can just keep passing on the blame. No, that wasn't me. That was Dan Quinn. He told me to pick these players. I just picked them.
Yeah,
I don't coach them.
Yeah.
Clean house. Falcons, if you're listening, clean house.
It's okay to start over. You have a great foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Are you holding on to the Super Bowl year?
Yes, I think they are.
I think they are. That's gone.
Because Hugh Douglas, I listen to Sports Radio in the morning. Yeah. He said we might have 3 or 4 more years of Matt Ryan and Julio. I said to myself, can we afford 3 or 4 more years of Matt Ryan and Julio?
You can't.
Can we? Is that really what we want to do?
You literally have to draft a quarterback this year because of who's coming out. It's one of the best draft classes for QBs in a long. You can't afford to.
Herbert, Jake Fromm, Tua Tagovailoa. Always been yelling out Jalen Hurts, Bo Nix. You have a pretty.
But the list goes on.
Yes.
You can't afford to miss this.
Right.
Unless what? Are you trying to get Tua's little brother? In 4 years?
In 4 years, or Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields? Do you think they're
Because you know what? Trevor Lawrence is probably going to the Patriots.
Yeah, but also Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields might go really high. So that means you're hoping another bad season.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, especially Justin Fields.
Yeah.
You're going to go high to get him.
Yeah, you're right. You're literally expecting another bad. You have to go now. Because, you shouldn't ever plan to have another season like this. This was a fluke.
Hopefully, yes.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
It wasn't supposed to happen. We are one alligator arm Nelson Aguilar play away from being 0-7.
You know what? I was thinking about that. Let's talk about that. Uh-huh. We should be.
We should be 0-7.
We should be.
Because he was wide open.
We should be. At first I was like, oh, we beat them. If you guys are watching or listen to the original podcast, I was like, oh, we actually won that one. We were up on them. I get it. We played well.
Right.
Playing well and should have won aren't the same thing.
Aren't the same thing.
I got to be real.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm coming out with this. I got to be real. We shouldn't have won that game. Their quarterback got hurt. And 2 receivers got hurt?
Down. Yep.
And a lot of other people were kind of gimp and injured.
Right.
We shouldn't have won that. And then we barely won because he missed that catch.
Right.
And it was wide open.
Right. He was wide open. He could have walked in the touchdown.
He literally was like this. But he was afraid of Keanu was going to lay that hit.
And he just alligator armed it.
But he wasn't, he wasn't around. Yeah, we should be 0-7.
We should be 0-7.
How does that feel to you?
It feels terrible because this was the team. I said this the last podcast. If you look at all the teams that have a really bad record, either 2 wins or 1 win or no wins.
Yeah.
Other than us and the Chargers, every team you pick was supposed to be down there.
There's a lot of bad teams this year.
Yeah, but they were supposed to be down there.
Yeah.
Us and the Chargers were not supposed to be down here.
Correct.
We should have beat Arizona. We should have beat Indianapolis. There was another one we should have beat. Tennessee. Yeah. Should have beat Tennessee. It's just mind-boggling, man. And it's just if you're going to – that's why I wasn't mad at that fumble at the end of the game because fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I felt. When he did it, I was like, I'm not even mad at you.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about brighter days because it's only gonna get darker with this weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're especially Matt Ryan on play. I'm looking to start the Seattle defense in one of my leagues.
You know, I didn't even think about that. You know what's weird about that?
What?
When was the last time you've seen a Falcons team without Matt Ryan?
Yeah, playing. He has a consecutive streak. I think for 4 seasons. He played every game.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, but not only.
Yeah. To see a squad that everybody, it's mixed feelings. Oh, he should be fired or let go, traded, whatever, and he should be there. To actually see him not there, it's kind of gonna maybe show the world or the fans what you actually are missing.
Yep. And not only is he not playing, Grady Jarrett is not playing. So our best player
Ito Smith's not playing.
Ito Smith is not playing.
Yeah. Keanu's still out.
And
you still have Vic B. You have a healthy Vic Beasley.
He's still in there. Him and Tack are still there.
Actually, I'll give Tack a little leeway. All right, hold on.
He
got hurt. He got a little injured the first or second game.
I'm not.
So he's not 100%. He's an 80% Tack.
80% Tack.
All right. So with that being said, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like 1:00 Sunday. If you guys want to watch that, watch it. Yeah.
Watch it, don't, whatever.
It doesn't matter. Let it be the lowest viewership in history. I don't care. But I think it's going to have a huge show out of fans because of Russell.
Yeah, because of Russell. Yeah.
And rightly so. But
so let's basketball.
Yes, brighter days. Basketball. Nice segue.
Basketball just started.
It did. Quick question. Why did some teams play 2 games or so before our Hawks are playing their first?
Just how the schedule is. Because Detroit is their second game, even though it's our first.
All right. What did you think of the first game of the season?
I watched Toronto against New Orleans.
Correct.
It was 2 things I noticed. It's funny to me. Well, 3 things. First thing
is, it started out boring.
It did start off boring, but what is it with first round picks not playing?
It's a massive. They showed the list in 30 years. It's a huge list.
Yeah, like that boggled me. But the main thing, the 2 things that we talked about was Pascal Siakam. It looks like they're gonna force him to be a star.
Agreed.
And I was like, I don't know if he's all around ready.
Hey, he had, when I last looked, it was like the third quarter. He had 26 points, 14 rebounds, or 12.
Yeah, he finished with 34 points.
Yeah, but
it wasn't the most efficient.
No, he puts up. If you look at the actual stats, if you want to pull that up while we talk, because you're the in-house stat.
Yeah.
As always, he put up numbers, but he's like Russell. He's gonna take 60 shots, make 30. That's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just he's not that guy yet. But I'm sorry, did I say he had 34? It's saying 24. I thought he had 30 because they went into overtime. Hold on, I might be looking.
Scored again.
No, it was 34. Yeah, it was 34 and 18. So he had a great. I was looking at the preseason game. Yeah. He had a great. I'm trying to look up the actual shooting.
But I want to see you play against a real team and do that.
Right.
And keep that up. Listen, keep that up every game.
I mean, that's hard.
That is. And that's what the staff was saying, like with Charles Barkley and them. Can he do that? Being asked to drop 10 points a game, and now you're the guy to give me 20, 25 a game. That's a huge increase. I
mean, 34 points, 18 rebounds. That's a lot.
That's a lot on a guy, because Lowry still is not that guy.
He's so off and on.
He's not consistent.
Yeah, he had 22 points, but he was 26% from the field.
Bro, it was trash. Like, I'm a guy who also watches the game with my eyes rather than stats at the end of the game.
Right.
You got to do both.
No, absolutely.
I think the Pelicans, though, just real quick, they have a future. I think it is a bunch of misfits that are on a team. I think it's possible that JJ Redick, for the first time in his career, will not make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's possible.
He's made it every year of his career.
Yeah. It's possible.
Listen to this. At a certain point, let me ask you too, so you can answer at the end after I say this. Do you think at a certain point in the season he should ask for a trade?
I think it depends how it goes. I didn't understand why he signed there in the first place. I didn't think
like as far as futuristic, they have a team. Like,
yeah,
if you're talking all young guys, that team's super young.
Right.
Mid to early 20s.
Yeah.
I think he felt like he could do what Philly was. Philly's young too, but they were trash, and then they just got good. That took like 3 years.
Right.
Are you gonna wait 3 years?
That's why I didn't understand at his age why he did that. I can see depending on how the season go, and then I'm New Orleans. If it's going not as you expected, why would you want him there? Because you want to do John Hart and the rookie Alexander Walker. Like you want to put them guys more in than JJ Redick. I just like when I found out that JJ Redick has been to the playoffs his whole career. Mm-hmm. I said to myself, then why would you go to New Orleans? Why would you risk that going to New Orleans?
Especially it being on the West Coast.
Yes.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I saw, and I guess this is always going to be a problem to me because he's always such a laid-back guy.
Yeah.
Is Lonzo Ball? I just want him to be a more aggressive.
Yeah.
He
was a little more aggressive with his 3-point shot. Like he was jacking them up.
Yeah, but it's just I think he's always a 9, 9, and 9 guy.
Yeah.
Like that's just 9 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. That's just who he is. And I guess I always want just more.
Yeah. We'll see.
And it's like maybe he's not that guy. Just maybe.
What are your thoughts of Toronto as a whole?
I thought they were better than I thought they would be.
I thought they were right where they were. Like they were a good team.
You had them as a good team. I didn't. I thought they would take a huge step back. So watching them, they actually were a better team than I thought. Because I thought they're going to do a fight. They're going to be one of those teams that fire sell everything. But now, like
the season's still young, so
yeah. But I think they're good enough to make playoffs. Marc Gasol, if he can give you just a little bit,
he ain't do nothing.
But Ibaka is still good. Fred VanVleet had 34 points.
Yeah. Do you think he can hold on to that all a whole season?
No.
You know what bothered me? He keeps getting away. I'm not dissing the guy. All right? Mm-hmm. I'm putting that out there. He keeps getting away with being better, being called better than what he actually is.
Right.
And let me elaborate. I'll explain because he keeps playing against hurt teams or teams that are young that don't know how to either defend him or he gets open. And okay, so that's a skip.
Right.
But what he did in the finals, that team was hurt. That team was like non-existent.
Right.
And they still could have won the Warriors.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not coming down on the man, but like I just don't see it. Just like with Siakam. When I saw Siakam got that contract, I said, what are you doing?
Yeah, I knew they were going to give it to him.
Because, look, if you can help me, I've only seen him have one good season.
Yeah, that was this past one. That was.
So I can have one good year and you give me 100-something mil?
How basketball is, yes. Because Jaylen Brown had almost 100 mil and he only averaged 13 points. So he averaged less.
He has a better future than that.
Yeah, but I read an article where some people said Pascal is the next Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hold on, is that me? That's my bad.
No, you're good. All right, say that again.
I heard. Sorry, I have ESPN on, and somehow it just came on. It didn't come on this whole time, but now it just came on.
You're good.
They said Pascal Siakam could be the next Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I don't see it. He's too stiff. He doesn't play that way.
But are y'all saying it just because they're from overseas?
Yeah,
they're from overseas. So I was just like, is that the reason? But some people have him as it. So I mean, and he is the best player on the Raptors. So I guess they had to keep him.
How old is he?
He's young. Oh my God! Did it just come back on again? Let me just exit out of this. Like I muted and it came back on. He's young. I think he's like 24.
Oh, I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah, he's young.
Oh, I thought he was older. Okay, all right. So my bad. I didn't know. All right.
I'm pulling up his info now.
As a whole, though, they don't have a superstar on that team. Even the analysts. Okay. Even the analysts said this. They don't have a superstar on that team. Right. Most teams that go far need one guy. They're trying to force this guy to be that guy. I don't think he's going to be that guy.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he is that guy. I do hope he is.
Okay.
I just don't know. I just don't know if he's that guy.
I don't either, but we'll see. The second game of the opening day, the Clippers versus Lakers. If you're talking about fun basketball,
right?
That was fun.
I fell asleep on it because we're.
I did too. I fell asleep after halftime.
Yeah, it was. Like tonight, Clippers face the Warriors, so I'm gonna try to stay up.
At the time of recording, yes, Clippers are playing the Warriors. It'll be probably to halftime for me too.
Yeah. So, what I've learned from that game is Clippers are, first of all, really good.
Like we said.
Yeah, they have a really good bench. They
Defense
are really good defensively
incredible, as we call here on Third String Podcast. Thank you.
Really good defensive team, and to me, they're going to the finals. NBA. And
guess
finals.
What?
What?
Your boy got better.
Kawhi?
Yes.
Yeah. And at first he didn't start off right, but then he put it on. He had 30 points. Like,
have you his jump shot at the free throw line? You can't stop it right now.
Yeah, and don't you think the Clippers, for his personality, are like the best team for him? Like, he wants to be in the LA market, but he doesn't like attention. So like, the Clippers, it's like the best thing for, like, it fit perfectly for him. And this is all without Paul George.
Yeah.
And Danny Green went nuts.
Yeah.
He went nuts. And they still won.
You got it, like, when Paul George comes, man.
They're going to be even better defensively and offensively.
That's not
better.
I love what I see. They're a really good team with a lot of heart, a lot of
they got dogs, man.
So I'm proud.
And then you forgetting Lou Will coming off the bench.
Yeah, lighting it up.
I was just like, I made claims early, but I was just like, turn off the season. Clippers going to the Western Conference Finals.
Oh, that's already true.
Yeah, I was just like, throw the whole season away. Clippers got it. And on the East, I watched Boston and Philly last night.
Yeah, I missed it.
And I think Philly is going to the NBA Finals on the East side.
Did what's his name make them better?
Horford?
Yeah, Horford.
I think defensively, they're probably the best defensive team on the East. And I'm saying Clippers are the best defensive team on the West. Philly's the best defensive team on the East. The only thing I didn't like about Philly is they're not a great shooting team. They're not really good, and that might
do other things right.
They do other things right, and Horford might be one of their best 3-point shooters. I don't know if you want Horford to be one of your best 3-point shooters, but he might be, because Ben Simmons is still not shooting threes. He's still not shooting outside the paint.
He didn't shoot any?
Nope. But when he drives to the paint, who can stop him?
That's true. That's what I told you.
Yeah, but he's still not shooting threes. Joel Embiid is not shooting great threes. Like, they're just not a really good shooting team.
Right.
They're Thibault, their rookie, he can't shoot at all. He's basically like Andre Roberson, where he's a defensive guy.
Yeah.
And I worry about their shoot. I just really worry about their shoot.
If you do all the other right things, you don't need threes.
Right. So yeah, if you can stop the other person, and that's what they did with Boston, because Boston, they shot a lot of threes. I mean, Kendall Walker had a pretty good game, but Jason Tatum at first, didn't have a great game, especially shooting wise. Didn't have one.
Right.
But I think Philly is going to be the number one team. And then, of course, we're both watching the Hawks game that just ended.
Just won.
And Trae Young went nuts.
He had 26 points in the second quarter.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm proud of that kid.
He went nuts. Yeah. And not only because what he finished with, was it 39 he finished with?
Let me see. Hold on.
I believe it was 39. I just had it up, but ESPN just started talking for something. But he had 9 assists.
Yeah, which is awesome on top of the points.
Yeah, which is he was the only thing I don't like about the Hawks.
Yeah,
that I didn't like is Cam Reddish had 1 point.
He definitely needs to come off the bench, like we talked about. Yeah, he had 38 points, 9 rebounds, 38 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds, 1 steal. That's a good game.
That's a really good game.
Yeah.
Cam Reddish, man. That's my only critique. I watched it, and every time I'm watching, like I watched this, Cam Reddish the whole time. Come on, Cam Reddish. Come on, Cam.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a great game, but it's just one game.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. So Trae Young had the most points in the game and the most assists in the whole game out of anybody. So
yeah. So we look good. I think we could be a playoff team.
Yeah.
I think the 8th seed is very, very.
I said 6 to 8.
Well, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did. And I think that's very doable. I think 7 to 8 is where my range is.
Yeah.
But still, either way, man, playoffs. That's a win.
But you remember, I want everybody to remember, y'all say we suck. Just wait. Y'all say we suck because we're so brainwashed with the condition of Atlanta sports that you're not actually looking at what these young guys are doing, what we are forming.
And John Collins had a double-double. He had 18 points, 10 rebounds, and DeAndre Hunter, I believe, had 14 points.
He showed up.
He did.
I'm saying in general, like he's really playing his part very well.
Yep. Yeah. I just wish Cam.
What do you think it is?
I think it's nerves. Cam was a streaky shooter in Duke.
Yeah.
So I just think it's nerves. It's the first game, so first game of his NBA career. So
like the first, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
I always think like preseason, like, hey, you made it, like you should be hyped. But I guess like the first regular season game is your first real game.
Yeah, it's your first game, so I think that's what it is. We'll just give him some time to calm down. And like you said, I think he should be coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Anyway, so when Herder gets back full strength, Cam Reddish will go to the bench, and I think that'll help him out.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah. What other news?
We can move to our. You want to move to the pops?
Yeah, we can go for that.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I have mine all teed up. Are you ready?
All right, let's go for it.
Nationals are 2-0 and won a huge game against the Astros. As a Braves fan, are you pissed?
Yes, because the Astros are the best team in all of MLB. And they don't look like it because the Nationals are on this historical streak that I've never seen before.
Right.
So just being real, just as a sports fan, right?
Right.
I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Are you not?
I'm very impressed. They won 8 games in a row.
That's crazy.
But what I'm more impressed is we beat up on them in the regular season. That could have been us.
None of that matters.
It matters to me. Every time I see a score, I'm just like, that could have been us. Strasburg had a great game.
Yeah.
And they just opened the floodgates last game, blowing them out.
But it's just still funny for you guys to listen to or watch, go back and see. Now, we talked about how we got what we wanted, right? We wanted the matchups to happen, to beat up on each other, and then it gets to us. We're such a good team that we'll be able to just like beat up on a beat up team, kick them while they're down. And we didn't.
We didn't do our job. The universe did their job. We didn't do our job.
Yeah. And then now they're in the World Series, and they're halfway there from winning it.
Halfway.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, I know. Could have been us.
But every team from basketball to football, anybody who we lose against in playoffs goes to win the championship or goes to the championship, but usually wins it.
Right.
Because we should have beat Philly in football. I'm talking about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that one season, and then they went on and beat the Patriots.
Yep.
That should have been us. And imagine if we would have got that rematch.
I don't know. I don't trust the Falcons anymore. Hold on,
real quick. Let's touch on that. If we got that rematch against New England again, what would have happened?
I think we would have lost.
I do too.
I think it wouldn't have been as cool.
It wouldn't have been as theatrical or memorable.
Yeah. It would have been a traditional loss.
It would have been a regular loss. Yeah. We would never have been up. Yeah.
It would have been just traditional. Just a regular loss.
I would have been okay with that one. Because I would have known we weren't going to win.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. The Houston Rockets.
Okay.
They're playing as we speak right now.
Yep.
At the time we're recording.
Playing the Bucks.
87-76 right now.
Right.
It looks like it can work. Harden and Westbrook.
Right.
Do you think they'll keep it up, or are they going to hit turbulence on their flight to success?
It's going to be a big no for me, dog. No, I don't think that they can keep it up. I just think their styles clash. Wait,
like the honeymoon period.
Yeah, and we said when they traded Chris Paul to the Rockets, we all said, how is this going to work? They all are ball dominant. Now you got somebody who's not even like a passer like Chris Paul, not even a spot-up shooter like Chris Paul. No.
He still gets those numbers.
Yeah, but he doesn't get it. He's not a spot shooter.
But I'm saying he'll get his 10 points, his 10 assists, his 10 rebounds.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I just looked at it, he has 8 points right now.
Because of Harden. You're right. It's going to conflict each other. It's
10 rebounds. Right.
Yeah.
And Harden has 15 points.
Yeah.
And 11 assists. So they're both, I
think even though they're winning, they're hurting each other.
Yeah, I just think that their styles clash, and I don't see it working longevity.
100%. Real quick about Chris Paul. Did you see the stats on their road to the playoffs?
No.
0.3% chance.
Oh, really?
Yeah. How do you feel?
I think he's just making a good situation, good out of a bad situation. He's like, we're going to lose, but I'm getting paid.
Okay. Do you think, though, that he's going to stick around? Because they have a chance to build.
Yeah, I think he'll have no choice because nobody wants to pay his contract.
Do you think he's happy about this? As far as, let me just drop, let me at least have an all-star season where I make the all-star team. And keep y'all in my, the back of my mind, your mind, that I'm still good. And let me make the best out of something that's not good, like you mentioned, and just hold on.
Yeah.
Because they have, 7 first-round draft picks or something?
Yep. They have a ridiculous amount.
The futures, you can literally handpick your future.
Mm-hmm.
And then trades will come along with that. You can do whatever.
Yep.
So he'll be a part of that, but he'll be older by then.
Yeah, he has no choice. But he has a stupid contract. He'll be older, getting paid.
Yeah.
So I ain't mad at Chris Paul.